Hey there, Web 101. Welcome back. In this session, what we are going to do is build on what you did in session one, essentially session one. And I appreciate how, can I call them legacy? I think that's a nice way to put it. How your pages looked like extremely old versions of the internet. And that's because they really did reflect what we saw in really old versions of the internet. So what we do with the content here for this class is each session we add more and more layers of complexity. And as that complexity ramps up, we'll go through the different essentially generations of web design, and we will end up with a product that would not look out of place on your devices today. So here with session two, we are continuing through that maturation process. This time in chapters 5 and 6, what we are going to see is the embellishment and the addition of our text elements. So what can we do that is not simply Times New Roman 12? Lots. We will look at color. What can we do that is not simply, can I call it traditional page, a white background with a black foreground? We can do lots. So we get an introduction to a bunch of tools this week. We get a rocket ship ride through a couple of different generations of web design. And by the time we're done this week, you will, I think you will see that your pages are tantalizingly close to almost pretty good. And frankly, in 2 weeks, I really do think that is, that's a pretty good bargain to strike. 2 weeks later, our web pages looking pretty good. That is, that's an acceptable pace of progress, I think. So let's get into it 101. Let's start with chapter 5.